Oh boy. Oh, hello there, young man. Can I help you with something? As a matter of fact, you can. I assume you knew all about the murder last night. I'm afraid to say I do. Such a terrible loss. One can barely comprehend it. Well, one is gonna have to try. You're the mechanic, right? Peter Nubhat, at your service. I believe you've met my niece, Mandy. Your niece? Oh, yes, I have. Glad to hear it. I hope she was polite to you. Ha ha ha. Okay, if she wasn't, what, we're gonna box her with that? So this is Mandy's uncle, the mechanic. I wonder what I can learn from him. Well, how to grow a mustache, apparently. So, if you don't mind me asking, where were you last night? That's cute. Well, let's think about that. For most of the evening, I was fixing the back of the funhouse, as always. Ha ha! But I remember leaving relatively early. Thinking upon it now, I'm quite glad I did. Did you see or hear anything suspicious last night? Anything at all? Well, I did catch a glimpse of young Ricky and Charles arguing right over there by the Hall of Mirrors. The entertainer and the clown? Ricky and Charles were arguing outside the Hall of Mirrors last night? What about? I'm not normally one for eavesdropping, of course, but I think it was something to do with being popular with the children. And something about a red nose. I can't remember much else. Maybe you should ask them. I should definitely go back and ask Ricky and Charles about that. It might be important. Have you worked here long? Sorry. Oh god, doing Ricky's voice hurt my throat. Oh yes, a very long time. I've seen many staff members come and go, but Gary normally knows how to run things. Gary? Who's that? They really should have given him a list of the people who work at the fairground. Stupid police officer, James, whatever his name is. Gary Coyle's our boss. You'll probably find him in his office. Yes, he's usually capable of making the right decisions. But not always? Ha ha ha! Is anyone? Evasive answer. Does he want me to answer? Oh good, he looked away. I'm no good at rhetorical questions. How well do you get on with the rest of the staff? As well as could be expected, apart from I've been known to argue with Charles on a couple of occasions. But most of the people here are guilty of that. He's so difficult sometimes. Sounds like Pete doesn't have much love for Charles, the clown. So you like the way things are run around here? Most of the time, yes. I think I could say that. I'm not the only one to think that the funhouse has seen better days. Hugh never really enjoyed his job, I don't think. Hugh let the funhouse fall into a state of disarray? Yes, I'm afraid so. My niece Mandy often complains of it to me. I tell her not to cause trouble, but I know she could do a better job any day. Ha ha ha! So Pete knows of his niece's desire to run the funhouse. Honestly, some people just don't know how to keep their shoes clean. I bet it was that idiot Charles Ringer. Look at all that glass. Someone should sweep it up before it does any damage. You know, there's not all that much glass considering the size of the crack in the mirror. What? Sorry, I must have gone to a daze for a moment. He's creepy. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to ask him. Oh, he's cute. Jerry. Are you Jerry Spears? The police tell me you were the one to discover the murder last night. Okay, what voice should I give him? Young, cute. You got it. That was pretty scary stuff, I tell you. I can imagine. You're the cleaner here at the fairground, am I correct? I prefer the term refuge engineer, actually. Oh, sure, I'm sorry. You look quite young to be working here. I don't know what voice to give him. Could make him just sound like Grimoire, but... Or I can make it sound like he has braces. Nah. Too young to be working at a fun fair? Most of the guys here are too old, that's what I say. Yeah, I am the youngest person here, but being young has its perks, you know? Cleaner or not, I have a feeling this guy is going to have some important information on him. Really? He's a kid. Obviously, I'll need you to recount the events of last night. You're an important witness. Don't worry, man. I've been going over this in my head since last night. I haven't forgotten a single detail. I'll bet. I stayed up pretty late. I was cleaning up everything here all evening. Eventually, I went around the whole fairground to give it a final clean. That's when I went to the Hall of Mirrors and found you. You weren't the last person here, though, right? That's right. Mandy was still here, working away, so I ran to find her. We called the police, and as soon as they'd arrived, after we gave our statements, we were allowed to leave. And that's it? Yeah. Why? Did I forget something? So you normally stay around the food court. Naturally, this is the area that needs the most cleaning. Did you notice anything else yesterday? Seems like you'd have a pretty good view from here. Good view? You bet! I did notice a couple of things. I got here real early, you see, before the boss. I saw Pete coming from the direction of the office in the morning. He put something in that bin there. And then went into the toilet cubicle. Is that right? I bet he probably scribbled some stupid message on the wall in there. People are always using it as a message board. Honestly, it's just extra work for me, you know? Sounds like I need to check out that bin. And the toilet cubicle. Oh, goody. I'm gonna call this a part right here.